Hello and welcome back to Inspirations for Whole Wellness. I am Lida Sportel. I am a licensed psychotherapist and I'm also a health coach. And this is part 2 of our conversation on Are You an Empath? And what are some of the characteristics and some of the symptoms that an empath experiences? And if you haven't watched part 1, I would suggest that you go and watch that. But tune in to this conversation right now and see if you relate to this. I was saying in part 1 that I have a lot of clients who are empaths. And I have a lot of people who are drawn to this work and the things that I bring forth and the certifications and all the different things that I do right now. I seem to attract a lot of empaths. So I wanted to have these conversations because I feel that they're needed. They're much needed conversations. So I want to ask you this. Have you been labeled overly sensitive, shy, or introverted? Have people over the years told you, oh, you're way too sensitive, come on, like you're overreacting, or you're really shy, or you're really introverted, or you really feel things more deeply than others, right? So but have people approached you in a negative sense about it and kind of judged you about it? I know that was the case for me because I am an empath and I do feel very intensely. I do feel deeply. In fact, I cannot watch movies that are violent, specifically towards animals. So I might be able to watch a little violence, just a little bit of violence, if I like the context of the movie and it's going somewhere nice. But when it comes to animals, like if a horse is to be injured, if a dog is to something happen to a dog, or I just can't do it. So I feel really deeply, and movies affect me because then I'll have dreams about the movies. I'll think about the movies the next day. You might be turning off the video at this point saying, who is this person that's so sensitive? That's how we are as empaths. We feel deeply, and even if it's a movie that's not real, we still in the moment feel as though it's real. So if you relate to me and you are as weird as I am, give me a thumbs up, give me a yes in the comments, because I know I'm not alone in this. I know there are many of my clients that feel the same way. I know some friends of mine feel the same way. We both are closing our eyes when the movie has a scene like that. But aside movies and things like that, do you feel deeply? Do you feel that you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders? I felt that for years. I remember being young and feeling this way, like the weight of my family, the weight of my ancestors, the weight of the world. It's a very heavy weight, and I got very, very sick because I've been feeling so deeply, and my body internalizes and somatizes everything. So do you feel the pain of others in your life? Like somebody's going through a hard time, whether it's your mom, your dad, your kid, your neighbor, your friend, your husband, your wife, your partner, whoever, and you feel the pain. It's not just the empathy of, oh, I really want to help you, I really don't want you to feel bad, but it's not just that. It's like you feel it, like you really feel their pain in your body, in your heart. So, and even in the news, right? Things that don't happen in your immediate environment, that happen, the disasters that happen, the cruel things that happen in the world, do you feel that you also experience those really, really deeply? I know I do, and at some point I had to make a decision that I couldn't watch certain things anymore because I was feeling so deeply. So where I'm getting at with this is, if that's who you are and you're feeling really deeply, the others that are judging you for being overly sensitive, for being shy, for being introverted, all the things, they just don't understand. And that's okay, because you have a gift. You feel really deeply. And although that has felt like not a gift and it has felt like a challenge in your life, with my clients, I help them turn this into a gift, because actually it is a gift that you're feeling so deeply. You're needed in this world right now with these deep abilities and intuitions that you have. You're very intuitive if you're feeling really deeply. So your heart center is really activated in that way. We just got to do a couple things to make sure that it doesn't feel like a burden, it doesn't feel like a challenge, but you turn it into your magic. You turn it into what you're here to do. You turn it into not just compassion for the world, but it inspires you to do certain things, to take inspired action, but in a way that doesn't drain you, in a way that you don't feel the burden anymore, in a way that it doesn't affect you anymore. And that's the place that I've gotten after doing a lot of work, of course, to get my place to get myself into a place where I can be sharing, I can be with a client that is experiencing, a lot of pain, or I can be in a group with a group that I'm leading that is experiencing all the things that they're going through, and I can still remain in my role as a therapist or as a coach or whatever it is that I'm doing, and not feel that it's draining me, not feel that I'm taking it all on. So there are ways that you can get there, and I want to help you in that. So I also mentioned that in part 1 that we're starting this conversation inside the free Facebook group, the Whole Wellness Method Facebook group. We're adding specific conversations on empaths, tips and tools and things. I have them all in my program for certifying coaches. I have all these tools in there. I'm bringing some of them that are easy to apply in the free Facebook group. That way we can help more people in this way, because I feel this is a conversation that everybody should know about. Because if we don't know about this, we feel crazy, we feel there's something wrong with us, we feel the burden of the world, we end up with depression, we end up feeling isolated, we end up feeling lonely, we end up feeling abandoned, we end up feeling stuck. It can get really bad. Addictions, a lot of mental health issues come with not knowing what's going on with you. And if that's the case, that you're feeling so deeply, I feel so deeply, I feel you for feeling so deeply, and I want to help. So come and join me inside the free Facebook group for more conversations. I will come back with part 3. I don't know how many parts this is gonna end up being, but I have a lot to say, and there are many different symptoms of an empath. One is what I mentioned today, feeling things intensely, deeply. There are more, so I'll come back with more. In the meantime, leaving you in whole wellness. Bye-bye.